last month, in 7 weeks, right? So I was counting my weeks, and wait, what? Hold up, hold up. I actually need to find it. I have to find it.
Does does anybody want to share what they know about Mexican culture or like why Cinco de Mayo is celebrated? Does anybody have like any clue? We're gonna learn more about that today.
I'll go say I know like a quick version of it. Like I think like Mexico won this like war or something, and they won the war on like 5th of May. So they celebrate that they celebrate every day on 5th of May. Which by me just guessing, I don't think Donald Trump celebrates it.
Well, let's just focus on just Cinco de Mayo. But that's a good start to what we're gonna learn about today. We're gonna learn all this information, and Miss Christelle is gonna give you all the lowdown and some language lessons. So it's gonna be really cool. Yes, Kyla, you know any more?
Um, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated because Mexico won the war.
Mm-hmm. Good job, good job, good job. Does anybody know any really famous or very any activists that were Mexican that were very important, not only in Mexico, but as well as in America? Does anybody know anybody that we celebrate every year? No? There's two C's in his name. Cesar Chavez? Does anybody know who Cesar Chavez is? No? Okay. Well, we'll learn about that as well today.
Oops.
I was gonna say a little funny story I want to tell you about Cesar Chavez.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you know? I didn't know he had funny stories. I thought he was like a very serious activist.
No,
Yeah,
but
share
I
that.
was gonna say I played at Cesar Chavez, and at my old school, and I was like, hey, anyone? I was trying to sell people grapes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey, anybody want some grapes? I ate a couple grapes, but I didn't eat them all. I'm like, hey, anyone want a couple grapes? And I think only like one person bought like two grapes
Mm-hmm.
and then left and then got grapes from someone else. But my grapes were like, I think there was like 5 cents each. So
Okay.
I got 10 cents out that day, and I was happy.
Okay. I mean, you sound like you're a real businessman waiting to happen. So I'm gonna watch out for you, D2. Watch you one day just be super successful selling you some, maybe not grapes, but something that people really want. I can see you doing that. Hey, Destiny, how are you today? I see you with the black pink in your name. She there? She might not be here right now. While we're waiting for things to get started, I'm gonna play some music in the background. All right. All right.
Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 para bailar la bamba, para
I
bailar
only could watch because I did everything else.
una poca de
What happened?
Miss Crystal, I only could watch because I did everything else.
You did everything else besides the actual like putting it together part. Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
No, I did every.
Ah, so you cooked the
Like
food
you already
already.
cooked. Oh, okay.
All right. No problem. No problem.
I'm eating it right now.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, thank you for your patience. We're gonna get started. What'd you say you're gonna put it together? What about the put it together part? Okay. All right, you guys. So let me share with you a little bit about Mexico.
And today's Cinco de Mayo.
Mhm.
Oh, I've got feedback.
I'll tell you a little bit.
So I know we have some Mexicanos here. Who is of Mexican descent here?
Me.
All right, we see some hands. I see Kayla's family. I know Destiny is. Woohoo! Awesome. Anybody else? Awesome. Well, Mexico. Look, I even have my friend who went to Mexico, and I have a giant sombrero.
Oh yeah, I drawed one.
Oh, you can't see me. Okay, look, I'm gonna turn off my thing so I can share. So you'll see it.
I
Okay.
gonna say, are you gonna put guacamole and chips in that sombrero?
Look, I wish. Okay, let's see. Let's put none.
Miss, can I tell you a little bit about Cinco de Mayo?
It's huge. It's a huge sombrero. And she brought it back to Mexico for me. I was like, right? So we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. We're celebrating Mexican culture today. So, here we see
They call it Cinco de Mayo because friends in Mexico were in a battle. Miss, friends in Mexico.
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. So hold on one second, Destiny. I'm gonna get through these slides. Miss Yesenia is gonna share, and you'll be able to ask questions too. So the green strip here that you see in the Mexican flag represents independence, the independence movement. The white stripe represents purity of the Catholic faith. The red stripe represents the Spaniards that joined the quest for independence and the blood of the national heroes. And down there you can see where Mexico is located. So we're in California, and Mexico is literally right below us. That's why if you wanted to go to Mexico, you can literally drive and cross the border, okay? And so we're neighbors.
I was gonna say, Mexico is America's shoes.
I know, it looks like a boot, right?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Canada's America's hat.
You're absolutely right, D2. The hat and the shoes. All right, so we got some Spanish language here, some Espanol. And so can you say, to say please, you're gonna say por favor.
Por favor.
Very
Por
good.
favor.
The roll of the R. Can you go?
Buenos días. Buenos días.
Wait, Dusty, you can't move ahead. For people who don't speak Spanish, did you do
I need the help.
in your por
Buenos
favor?
días.
Yeah. D2, let me hear you say, or let me, how do you say please in Espanol?
Por favor.
Por
Very
favor.
good. Awesome. Good morning is buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Good afternoon, buenos tardes.
Buenos tardes.
What's your name is, ¿cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo se llama?
And then to respond, you're going to say, me llamo es.
Me llamo es Alicia.
There you go. Exactly. So if you see someone, we want you to use that and say, ¿cómo te llamas? Okay.
¿Cómo
Okay.
te llamas?
Thank you is gracias.
Gracias.
Now, if you say, I would like is quisiera.
Quisiera.
Yeah.
So if you say quisiera queso, this is
¿Dónde estás? Sí.
right. So I would like some cheese, right? Or I would like some corn or some milk, right?
Okay.
Okay. Where are you?
Tú
¿Dónde estás?
eres agua.
¿Dónde estás?
D2, I heard you say that. Quisiera agua. Muy bien. So that muy bien is very good. So you said, I would like water, right? Muy bien, very good. It
That
says,
means you
Quisiera papas fritas.
what'd you say?
Quisiera papas fritas.
Yes. Yes. You want some French fries. Come on.
Yeah.
Good. Destiny, what were you saying?
I thought you said how to say water in Spanish is agua.
No, agua. No, D2 said quisiera agua. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let me finish going through. In addition to Spanish, there's 68 official languages spoken in Mexico. They are indigenous. So that means that's connected to the native peoples of Mexico. Okay. And you notice I'm saying Mexico because Mexico is how you pronounce, is how you say it in like Mexican, right? Like how we say, oh, in English or Spanish, right? We don't, in English, we say Mexico, but in Mexican, you would say Mexicano, right? Or Mexico, right? So we want to speak in the accent of that country, okay? So especially in Mexico City, many locals are able to speak English. They do appreciate if you use Spanish, right? So in most countries that we travel to, they're happy when you're speaking their language. They're like, whoa, okay, that's cool, because you're appreciating their language and their culture. Here about some traditions and culture. They have the Dia de los Muertos, so the Day of the Dead. And so with that, they're celebrating and honoring relatives that have passed away. And so they have celebrations and memorials to love and remember their loved ones. Also, quinceañeras. Have any of you been to a quinceañera? No. Quinceañera is like a big deal. It's like a huge party. The girl, she's in her beautiful dress. And so it's her 15th. So that's quince is 15. So like 15 years. So your 15-year birthday, you have this super big party.
Quinceañera?
I'll go say they don't have any.
What quinceañera?
Wait. D2, what'd you say? Uh-oh, you muted yourself.
I said they don't have something like this for boys when they turn 15.
Oh, no, what? Join the quinceañera. That's what it's
Miss
called.
Wendy, do you know if they have something for the boys when they turn 15? Or Miss Brenda? No? No, they don't? Okay. So it's more so for the girls. So it's like they're presenting the girls to the world, saying, you know, she's 15 and she is a young woman, right? She's a young lady.
It's
and
like
so,
our sweet 16.
Absolutely. So just like our 16. And then we have arebrijes. And so that's paper mache, wooden animal carvings. And so those are all different things. They're representing the culture. The food, con tamales, chile rellenos, which is a stuffed pepper, tacos. Now, do you notice the tacos? They're the small tacos. They're not like a giant taco, right? But there's these small tacos, and you see how they're double with the two tortillas, and then they fill it up with all kinds of good stuff. And then Cinco de Mayo is more so a celebration that we celebrate here. And so it celebrates the Mexican defeat of France in the Battle of Puebla. And so you're going to learn a little bit more about Cinco de Mayo in a little bit. And so just yes.
My grandparents are from Puebla.
That's awesome. So from like the original place. That is so cool. And you're here with us. So, you know, your grandpa is like in you. So it's almost like a little piece of him is with us right now. That's cool. That's awesome. Very cool. So places to visit in Mexico. You have the Mayan ruins, right? So all these, like, that's almost like their form of the pyramids, right? And they go all the way back to 4,000 years ago. The capital, Mexico City. We also have the Rivera. Oh, my thing is cutting it off. So the beaches down there. So really beautiful beaches. Also, did you know that Mexico is known for its beautiful let me see, am I saying that right? Cenotes. And so they're natural pits or water-filled caves that are used popularly for swimming for tourists. And they play a very important part in Mayan culture because it was a water source at that time. So really beautiful, almost like the ceiling is open and the water's down below. Really, really nice. And then did you know that chocolate was originated in Mexico? Where the
wow.
Aztecs and the Mayans first cultivated the cocoa plant thousands of years ago. And so they used it mainly for a drink. They used the beans for currency.
Oh,
Okay. So really, really cool.
I didn't know they had Mayans in Mexico. I thought that was just in Belize. That's so cool.
Well, look at the location. Isn't Belize close to
Yeah. Yeah,
Miss
what border is it? But I didn't know they had it in the same area. I think that's pretty cool.
Yep. So very cool. All right, Miss Yesenia, it's off to you.
all right. Destiny, give us a second. We're gonna go through another slide and then we can, discuss more afterwards, okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me get this going. Just a little bit of a preface. I am horrible at Spanish. So if I mess up, I'm not trying to just, I love Spanish. I just can't speak it. My mouth is more for Korean. Just so we know. Alrighty. So today we're talking about Cinco de Mayo because today is the 5th of May. And like it was said before, Cinco de Mayo originated May 5th, 1862 to honor the Mexican Army's victory over France at the Battle of Puebla, in the French-Mexican War. The holiday celebrated predominantly in the U.S. and in the city of Puebla. The occasion is often marked with parties involving Mexican food, dances, and music. So we're gonna watch a quick video, showing, how people celebrate and where it came from in the origination. And I'm over talking. Alrighty, here we go.
Cinco de Mayo in English means the 5th of May. That's the day in 1862 when the Mexican army won a surprising victory over the French at the Battle of Puebla. They were outnumbered nearly 2-1. Many people think Cinco de Mayo celebrates Mexican independence, but that's not actually true. Mexico had been independent from Spain since 1810, but was unable to pay its debts to Europe. France saw an opportunity to move in and claim territory. 6,000 French troops set out to attack Puebla, a small town in eastern Mexico. But an underdog force of about 2,000 loyal Mexicans defeated them. Their heroism was a source of great pride for the people of Mexico. Today, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated more in the U.S. than it is in Mexico, especially in areas with large Mexican-American populations like Los Angeles and Chicago. It is celebrated with Mexican food, mariachi music, dancing, and other special customs. Cinco de Mayo honors the strength and courage of the Mexican people at the Battle of Puebla, and a victory that seemed impossible. Have you ever overcome an obstacle that made you want to celebrate?
All right. Does anybody have an obstacle that they've ever wanted to celebrate and after you finished it, you just wanted to have a big old party afterwards and just celebrate it every year, like that kind of accomplishment?
One of them sad.
It's sad.
From the Day of the Dead.
Ah. Do you like celebrating the Day of the Dead?
I don't much celebrate because none of my family members had died.
Okay. I see. Anybody else have like a day that they like to celebrate or really resonate with? If not, it's okay. All right. Oh, okay. All righty. So let's keep going. All righty. So how Los Angeles celebrates Cinco de Mayo. So the Los Angeles metro area has the highest percentage of Mexican Americans out of every other major city in the country. So typically before the pandemic, there was plenty of ways to celebrate this holiday in the city. It has the largest Cinco de Mayo street fair in the world, where hundreds of thousands attend annually. Can you imagine all those people just coming together and just having fun and celebrating? That's just what it's about. You can just really feel it when you go to celebrations like this. Many of these outdoor celebrations have activities for all ages, including live music, street vendors, mariachi performances, folcloria, dancers, and games. Many Mexican restaurants in the area also have Cinco de Mayo specials. So it's just like a whole celebration that everybody can actually go and celebrate. It's really fun. Alrighty. So there are some important foods. So a lot of people in America know about tacos, quesadillas, enchiladas, and then you associate that with Mexico, but there are more authentic dishes that Mexicans tend to eat in honor of this holiday. So many of these dishes are eaten in Pueblo, right? So you have chalupas. Has anybody had a chalupa before? They're good. Yeah, okay. So these are thick fried tortillas topped with shredded meat, onion, salsa, and queso fresco. They are like tostadas with shells that are more curved, and they are considered to be iconic street food in Puebla. Tamales, does anybody have a tamale? Because we live in LA, so I know somebody has some tamales. They're good. This dish is a mixture of meat and veggies wrapped in a corn-based dough. It's labor intensive, but that's one of the reasons it's such a staple dish in Mexican households. Making tamales brings the whole family together. You have to really work to make tamales good and taste like they do back in Mexico. So that's why it's a really big family dish. All right, now this was the one that I was afraid to say. Mole? Mole? Destiny, can you? Mole? Okay. Poblano?
What? Which one?
The last one. Can you say that for me?
Your screen's
My screen.
Poblano. Miss, your screen's thick. I can't see it. I'm on my computer.
Can you see it now? Oh, wrong way. Mole poblano. I'm learning Spanish tonight, y'all. This is the most popular Cinco de Mayo dish in Puebla. Green chiles, vegetables, an array of spices, and a host of other things are pureed into a sauce and poured over chicken or turkey. Now, that sounds really good right now. Alrighty, so the last thing that I'm going to discuss when it comes to celebrating Cinco de Mayo is music and dance. Music and dance are important parts of Mexican culture. Notable genres in Mexico include Mexican folk, mariachi, merengue, salsa, and Latin. So I'm going to show you a video of Folcloria, okay? Just a small clip. All right.
Sometimes when you guys play music or girls were dancing, sometimes I'm going to make a fashion of it, but they go like this with their dances. I'm going to go shopping for one Sunday. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Nice. Look at that. Can you do that? Can you do that move right there? Can you do that pose? Ooh. What? Right? Look at that arch. Woo. Come on. That is a skill, you guys. Just like we do different kinds of dances, this is a wonderful, it's a beautiful part celebrating culture, celebrating Mexicano culture. All right. I know, right? I see you, Kayla. Right? With that skirt. Woo! That's a good arch in your back. All right, you guys. So we are celebrating Cinco de Mayo. We're celebrating Mexican culture. And we're celebrating all of you who are Mexicanos in the house. All of our family, Woo family on YouTube. If you're Mexicano, say woohoo, right?
Miss, that means Mexicano. That means you're a boy of Mexico.
I'm sorry, so Mexicano and Mexicana. But I said Mexicanos, which includes boys and girls, right? No?
No. Mexicanas are girls. Mexicanos are boys.
So Destiny, we can't share the video right now because we're gonna start cooking, but you can show us at the end, okay? Is that fair enough? All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna start cooking. And today, you guys, I'm so excited about what we're making today, our elotes with the tortas. Yeah, okay. So let's get our onions. Can you guys see my table here? So onions, we're gonna get our bell peppers and we're gonna chop them up. We're gonna saute the onions and the bell pepper, and we're gonna saute it first, and then we're also gonna put our corn to start boiling. So let's actually do that. Let's put our corn into boil, and just so you guys know, you should have taken off the husk from your. You said you could spotlight my screen there for me. You want to take off all the husk off of your corn. So I don't know if have you guys already taken off your corn husk already? Yes, no?
No.
Okay, so if you haven't.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if you did yes, yes, then you see how there's this little stub right here. You want to take your knife and be careful, and you want to cut that off, okay? And be careful, maybe you have your parent help you so you have a flat bottom there, okay? For you that don't have your corn husk taken off, this is your ear of corn. They call it an ear of corn. Can you say ear of corn? So you're gonna pull off the husk. So start from the top of here and just pinch it and just pull straight down, and it's like you're taking off the clothes of your corn, okay? If you were barbecuing, I've seen elotes done where they pull back the husk. So if you pull back the husk like this and you leave the husk on at the bottom, you can put it on your grill and you can grill it and still put all the stuff on it if you like. So I've had elotes where it's the roasted corn, and I've also done it where it's the steamed corn. So yeah. I just wanted to show you guys there how to take off. So just peel off all that husk and just pull it off. You can pull it off in like 2 grabs. Okay, and then make sure you get off all these little, you see all those little hairs that are poking out? You want to get off all those little hairs and wash off your corn really well. And so go ahead and put this, so let's do teamwork. Let's put the corn to start boiling. And let's go ahead and cut off the little butt right there.
I was gonna say I call them nubs.
Oh, the nubs. Okay. You know, I don't know what the official name is, YouTube. I just know that you want to cut off that bottom there. So, and then your other person can start chopping up your onion. So for the onion, we're gonna cut it in half. So we're just gonna use half of this onion. And this is gonna make a really good saute. So we're cutting everything kind of long ways. So I'm just gonna go straight across like this. Because this is gonna go in our torta with the chicken and our avocado and our tomato, all of that.
Do we let the corn husk dry out so it can become the corn moss?
So let it dry out so it can do what?
So it can become corn moss?
Corn, you said corn husk?
Yeah, the corn husk.
Corn husk, the corn, because you said let the corn dry out so you can have a corn husk.
No, I was wondering, is that what you do?
You mean like when you take off the husk off the corn,
Mm-hmm.
if you let it dry?
So I let it dry and it will be ready for tamales.
Oh, you mean like how, oh, I see what you're saying. Like how do they make yeah, so they probably put them, you know what? That's a great question. I would assume they probably put it in the sun or any of my Mexicanos or Mexicanas, do you guys know how they do it? How do they do for the tamales? Do they put these like in the sun or how are they dry? You guys know?
They put it in the sun.
Awesome. So I'm telling you that natural sunlight, actually, the sun does a lot of really great things. We talked about the chocolate originating from Mexico, and the cocoa beans, they actually dry in the sun, and after they dry, they ground them, and that's how we get chocolate. And have you guys ever had dark chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. And you notice how really bitter it is?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. How do we cut the bell pepper?
Oh, so you're cutting it long ways. So you're just cutting it just long. So we kind of want everything to be about the same length, like, so I just cut it straight across, and our bell pepper, I could just cut it along the same grooves of the bell pepper. So we're not chopping it, we're like slicing it long ways. Okay, so you should have these long strips. Okay, look, I have some more nubs, like D2 said, to cut off. So cut off your nubs, put your corn in the water to boil. So put enough water to cover your corn. And that will be just fine for your corn.
I'm using my spaghetti pot to boil it.
That's a good one. So anything that's deep enough so it can hold all of the corn in there is going to be perfect.
And I was gonna say, hey, Miss Christelle, do you have a GoPro?
Do I have a What's a GoPro?
It's like a camera.
Oh no, I don't have a GoPro. How will a GoPro help me?
They're actually really good. They're like a lot of them are water resistant. Like almost all of them. I think like one of them are not water resistant, but the rest are. Yeah. And so they're really good for like deep sea diving. Ooh. And especially cooking or vlogging. Because with cooking, you drop that GoPro into that sink, it's gonna be fine.
That's very cool.
But I do not recommend you have like taking just a normal GoPro. You might want to search specifically GoPro that can stay under that can be underwater for long periods of time. Because a lot of people keep saying that a lot of GoPros are not water resistant, and also people keep saying like switches are water resistant, but do not try it. They're probably not because my Switch Lite is a $200 gaming console.
They're $200.
Well, it's the Switch Lite, but the normal Switches I think are like 300. I think 300. Yeah, the normal Switch Lite is like $300, while the Switch Lite is like 200. So it's 100 less.
Gotcha.
And also the Switch Lite is if just in case you don't have any friends. You just want to play some Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Not for like Smash Bros or anything like that.
No, this and also you just can't take off the controllers like the normal Switch,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm kind of sad about because also the Switch Lite has better battery performance, faster charging,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it doesn't have auto brightness, which is not a problem for me because on the weekends I play my Switch during the night.
Mm-hmm.
That's because everything's peaceful at that time, and no one's gonna be bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say, and that's exactly what my granny and my mom does at night. They watch all their stuff so no one can bother them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, that I think that is the whole point of playing video games at night, so no one can bother you.
Yeah, I agree. Miss Christelle, what are you doing next? What is that?
Well, so I have some time here. I just put about some thyme and some bay leaves, 2 bay leaves. We're gonna add it in with our corn, okay? And put a pinch of salt in your corn, and you can put the fire on high and let it boil. It's gonna boil really good and fast. All right, so let's drop this in there too. It's gonna give it some extra flavor, okay?
I'll be right back. I have to go to the backyard get some time.
Okay, no problem. Go for it.
Well, never mind. I found some time. I have to go outside. Are you using 1 or 2 bay leaves?
Use 2.
Okay.
2 bay leaves. And let's saute our onions and bell peppers. If you are vegetarian, the onions and bell peppers are really gonna add really great flavor to your sandwich. Okay, and look, to if you're adding chicken on there, it's gonna add great flavor to your sandwich as well. All right, so let's saute these, and then when we if you're already sauteing them, we can already start slicing our tomatoes, our lettuce, and our avocado. Okay, so I'm going to start sauteing these, and I'm going to come on over to the stove. So how are you guys coming so far?
I'm waiting on my mom to get the chives and stuff.
I did that. What you need?
Oh no, I have to cut it up. Remember?
But what do you need?
I have to cut it. I'm
Cut
waiting.
what? What's it?
The chives.
What chives? The onion?
No, I would cut the onion.
So you have to tell me what
I'm
you're
talking
looking
about
for.
like the stuff that you just got, like the bay
You don't
leaf.
have to cut that up. That's already cut up. The bay leaves you put in whole, and the thyme you put in there.
Okay. After we put our stuff in there, our things. What now? Now, what do we do?
E2, what's your question?
I said, what do we cut anything now?
So are you sauteing your onions?
Mom.
Your mom's sauteing the onions and bell peppers?
Yeah.
He did the onion.
Okay, so what you can do is go ahead and start cutting up the tomatoes in the meantime. Your tomatoes and your avocado. When you slice your avocado, we're gonna do like how we did long strips with the bell pepper. We're gonna do long strips with the avocado. So how about this? Start with your tomato and then we'll cut the avocado together. Because we
Okay, and also, how do we cut our tomato?
You're gonna cut it long ways. Let me show you.
Oh well. Then what I do was I kind of like cut it in half, sort of. And so cutting it in
She's
half.
gonna show you. She said.
I'm cutting it in long ways so it can be like thin circles.
You gotta cut on a cutting board. I'm not on table here.
I would say I'm gonna say this is how thin my circle is. You can basically see through it.
Let's see your circle.
This.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hey, have you guys watched the OKKO ending? The season finale?
I have one of my
yeah,
favorite shows.
I have too, and I cried a lot. I cried because I realized, wait, there's no more OKKO.
I know, it's such a good show.
Like and it like had twists and stuff. And I think if they had pulled like that twist, like the that Dr. Venomous is KO's father thing, like
Whoa, D2, you can't be spoiling it for other folks.
What? No, that is not the ending. That's in one of the episodes. so that's not the ending, but that's one of the episodes. And if you have seen that episode, I recommend you watch it. But I'm not gonna tell anything about the episode. But I'm gonna say when that did happen, they should have put that like towards like the beginning, like after introducing the characters and like it been introducing like Venomous, and after introducing his background, then not like 2 episodes after, literally like the next episode if they have run out of time, or if they haven't run out of time, then they should have introduced that Dr. Venomous is Laserbeam. I mean not Laserbeam, whatever his name is. And,
I thought it was Laserbeam. D2, give us 1 second just because Miss Christelle is doing something with everything that was cut up. So, Miss Christelle, what are you doing?
You're talking too much. Cut that out.
She's muted. She looks like she's putting in the tomatoes. She's putting everything into she's slicing tomatoes and putting it into the pan. And she's sauteing them in the pan. Thin slices. Nice thin slices. Oh, she's putting it on the plate to the side. I'm trying, Miss Christelle. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, she's sauteing the peppers and the onions in a pan.
I'm sorry, you guys couldn't hear me, huh?
No.
I was here just talking away. Welcome to the world of Zoom. Yeah, so just saute these until they're like golden brown. And then you can also cut your tomatoes. If you're using your cutting board, you can slice it like this away from you. And you can just get these circular rounds, okay?
But I agree, D2, that, there's a lot of good twists and turns in that show. And I rewatched it maybe twice already because it's such a great show.
Have you seen the TV show Ninth Grade Ninja?
Mm-mm.
You need to get Disney Plus and watch it. It's so good.
I will soon. I have to watch it for Soul.
Put the tomatoes on.
I could say it has like a I don't think it was meant for the female audience.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has like a lot of like gross jokes, not like gross, like gross if you're not used to talking about it, like yeah, but it's gross to some audience. Is not
only girls or boys. It's just is that Destiny or Kayla? Kayla.
It's Kayla. Did you add anything to the bell pepper and onion?
Tomatoes.
No, I didn't add any. I didn't add anything to it because we're gonna get a lot of flavor in our. You guys have cooked chicken, right? The chicken is already cooked, right?
We're not doing chicken. We're gonna do beans.
Oh, that's good too. Oh, so I'm glad that you said that because in torta, you can also put beans. And load everything else on top of that as well. So it's going to give it really great flavor as well. All right, so while our bell peppers are doing their thing, let's get our avocado sliced and let's start getting the chicken together. Let's start putting some of these other pieces together because we're going to combine everything with our torta. And I got these bolillos, or you can have gotten the ones that are flatter as well. So for your avocado here, a good way when you're in the store, if you have the little nub is right there, when you pull it out, that's a good indicator to tell you if that avocado is ready or not. And when you press it, it should have a little bit of, it should be kind of soft, not tender soft, but it should give you a little pushback. And then you slice it around and twist it like that. Woohoo! Sometimes there's avocados when you open them up, you don't get a perfect, sometimes they have little splotches or little bruises. So you just cut them out and just make sure it's not spoiled and you'll be good. So with the avocado, I'm going to show you a trick. So you see how it's in the skin? Take your knife and slice it like this. Okay, do you see how I did that? Yeah? And then for this side, take your knife and hit it in the seed and twist it. And it's gonna come right out like that. Okay, then we're gonna do the same thing. So this is like slicing your avocado without it getting all over your hands. And then take your spoon . And we're gonna scoop it out. Your veggies should be done for the most part. So reach behind your, you see how the skin is separate right there? And kind of just run your knife, your spoon along. So then you have perfect slices. Let me. Okay. So do that for both of your avocados. And then once you finish doing that, we're gonna slice half of a lime. So if you notice there, the slices are like perfect. You know, so you want to take a lime, and a good way with your lime, you want to put it on your board and press down and roll it like that. Okay, so that's going to help to like tenderize it a little bit and get those juices loose in your lime. And then slice it in half. And then you want to squeeze it. If you put your hand underneath the bottom of the lime, it will catch any seeds. So we're going to squeeze some lime on that and just toss it around. And when you squeeze the lime on it, or if you had lemon is fine too. It's gonna prevent it from getting brown. And you don't wanna move these around too much because they're really delicate, so we don't wanna break them. Okay, so it should be like that. Okay. All right, so let's put our limes to the side because we're gonna soon start on our, we're gonna start slicing our chicken. And we're also gonna slice our, we're gonna slice our chicken and then we're gonna start making our cilantro, lime, mayo. Have you guys ever had that? No? I assume that's no. Okay. So I've got some lettuce here. This is gonna be what I'm gonna put on my sandwiches. So just kind of put these to the side if you already have them sliced. Them to a side. So it's almost like we're making like a little station. So you're gonna have the lettuce, we're gonna have the tomatoes, we're gonna have the avocado. And I just bought this chicken from the store. I just bought some rotisserie grilled chicken from the store.
Do we season the fajitas?
Gonna grab the chicken breast here. You can use whatever part of the chicken you want. But we just want to, you wanted to give us some nice slices.
Miss Christelle,
Uh-oh, yes?
do we season the fajitas?
What'd you say?
Do we season the?
Oh, do you season the onions?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. But if you want to add some salt or some pepper, you can. The chicken is gonna have, I don't know, depending on how your chicken is seasoned. Like this one, they put a lot of flavor in the skin. Even when I eat it like just by itself, like with nothing on it, it's really good. So I think, so that's up to you. If you want to add salt to it, go for it.
I have made the oyster mushrooms. I had fried it in the air fryer.
Ooh.
Let me show you. These are it.
Ooh, let's see it. Mr. Sunny, can you get that?
These are mushrooms. It was fried in the air fryer.
That looks awesome.
It looks like meat, huh?
It sure does.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so awesome, Alicia.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sure, because I love mushrooms. Do you guys like mushrooms? Yeah?
I do not. I am not a fan of mushrooms.
And that's okay. Even if you, so regardless if you like mushrooms or not, I love that you can treat the mushrooms some different ways. So it gives you the texture just like of chicken, because it has that meaty flavor.
And I'll just say, look, I don't have any drink in it, but it's
What's
nice.
that? What do you have there, D2?
Well, we'll see.
What is that? Oh, you put the lime on the rim of your glass? That's right. That's like if you're on a vacation, right? You're having a nice, refreshing glass of lemonade. All right. Now I'm here slicing this chicken and my mouth is watering like, I can't wait to eat it. So we're just taking off so just slice your chicken, or if you have the beans, frijoles, or if you have your mushrooms there. Alicia, what would you call those? Fried mushrooms?
Yeah, they're oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms. Come on. So fried oyster mushrooms.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool how I did it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I actually fried it, huh?
It sure does.
Because I figured out with the air fryer, I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of makes sense, but with the air fryer, you shouldn't put the food too close together, or else the air fryer won't like fry correctly.
Okay, got it. So you
I
gotta
didn't
give
put
it,
Huh?
give it some room.
Yeah, so that's what I did for the mushrooms.
Sure. Okay, so once you have all of your kind of like pieces together, we're gonna start working on our mayo. And this is a cilantro lime mayo. And try to wash your hands, you guys. If you don't want to use mayo, you can use Greek yogurt to still give it that nice creamy flavor as well. Okay. I'm smelling my corn. That's a good thing. And we're gonna get a handful of cilantro and cut off the stems. So let me shift some things over. So go ahead and just cut off the stems right there. So you just want the leaves. And just keep these stems because you can use them in your soup. You can use them in, you know, kind of whatever else you want. All right, so we're gonna put in the blender, or if you have your food processor, we're gonna put a half cup of mayo. And the thing is, depending on how many tortas you're gonna make, you can kind of play with how much mayo or how much Greek yogurt you put in there, okay? Because this is what's gonna go on your bread. And the cilantro with the lime, it's gonna kick it up. I don't think I'll go back to regular mayo ever again. All right, so I'm putting a handful of the cilantro. Wrap it in there. And we're gonna put the juice of 1 lime. So take your 1 lime. So again, roll it out. Roll it out, roll it out, roll it out, roll it. Y'all sing when you're cooking? Do you sing when you're eating? I do. Cause you know it's gonna be good. Cause you know it's gonna be good. All right. So go ahead and slice it. And then just hold the lime just like this in between your fingers, and you're gonna squeeze it like this, okay? And catch any seeds that are falling through your hands, your fingers there.
I just got some cilantro from outside.
Oh, you're growing cilantro too, Alicia?
Yeah.
Wow, let's see.
Good. Here.
Okay, I think Misty said it's pulling it up.
The
for you.
funny,
Wow, that is awesome, Alicia.
the funny thing is that I don't really like cilantro. So I don't like
I
cilantro.
know I don't eat it either, Alicia.
Really?
It has a weird smell to me.
But that's nice. You get to grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. And it's
Alicia
fresh.
is growing cilantro. Here, Alicia.
I like cilantro for the flavor, but as I'm eating, I kick it off to the side. It's just one of the things like mushrooms I don't like to eat, but the flavor I like, I'll put I'll take in the mushroom juices, but I won't eat the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, the mushrooms. Like you can season it, and it kind of tastes like chicken. It just depends. Like if you have to take out like the juice of the mushroom, so it won't have that mushroom taste.
You gotta remember, I don't know how to cook, so maybe that's my problem.
Anybody can learn to cook.
That's
There you
true.
go. Isn't that on a movie? What's that movie called? Ratatouille.
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 That's right. Mrs. Turner, can you just put this one for the view? You don't have to put
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if you wanted like a cooking show, like YouTube cooking show type of thing. I wasn't sure.
You know what? You can bounce between the two. That's totally fine. Yes, you can bounce between the two. Yes, that's absolutely great. Thank you for that. And we're gonna put the juice in. We're gonna put in a garlic clove. Oh, and some jalapeno. All right, so it says 1/4 of a jalapeno. So, okay, you guys, what's 1/4, right? So if you have a whole jalapeno, you're gonna cut it into 4s, right? So half, and then another half, straight down the middle. Okay.
So our sauce, it should have cilantro, jalapeno, and what else?
Garlic, 1 garlic clove, black pepper, and salt.
Okay, and also, okay, yeah, okay, got it. Thank you. Oh, and lime, right?
Yes, and the lime.
How much lime? 1 or 2?
1 lime.
Okay, got it.
So when you slice the jalapeno straight down, you want to cut out the seeds. If you want it spicy, because remember, you guys, the spiciness that you taste is in the seeds. So I like to take out the seeds just because I don't want spice overload. But it's totally up to you. You put how much. Some people, they'll eat like a whole jalapeno pepper just like that. Have you guys ever seen some of those competitions that they do? With the peppers, and they do pies, and they do all kinds of stuff. All right. So you want to wash out your jalapeno pepper there, and then we just want to cut that in half there. So we want to put 1/4. So I'm just going to put 1 piece. Drop it in there. And then if you have all your pieces together, get your garlic clove, some salt, some black pepper. And then add your mayo and blend it up. And then as you blend it up, give it a taste and make sure it's where you want it.
I could say you guys like my little drink.
Let's see your drink, D2. What do you have in that drink?
Raspberry tea.
Ooh, that looks fancy. I like how you put the is that a lemon on the rim?
It's called lime.
Lime. Can I drink it?
Is that a lime on the rim?
But they don't have citrus.
Lime has citrus.
Ooh, that sounds fancy and good. All right. So now let's blend it up. Corn too. Keep putting take an eye. I was gonna say take an eye. Look at your corn should start kind of having a. I mean, it'll still be yellow, but poke it with a fork or a knife, and If it's tender, then you know you're in a good space. All right. Oh, you may need to add a little bit, add just a touch of water to this. Actually, let's see what it does. Okay, maybe not. So depending on how much mayo you put in there, you don't want it to be hard. You don't want it to be too stiff. So you want to make sure it can move around in there and get it really smooth. Give it a taste. So try it. Oh, wow. Woo. Mm-hmm. And then like the tang of the lime. Come on. That's good. Did y'all taste it? Come on. That's great. Ooh, make you want to do it then.
Not yet. I'm still making it.
Okay, you're still making it. Okay, cool. All right, well, go ahead and make it. Finish making it. Make sure you get all your, I'm just checking it here, make sure I get all my mayo mixed in. And if you're done with that, we're going to start combining. Actually, we're going to check on our corn and then we're going to start combining our sandwich. Blue beans and rice. All right, so I'm gonna go check on the corn. So, you guys, if your corn is tender, you want to take it off the stove and you want to let it cool down because we're going to, I think, and lay it flat so that it can cool down really well. And as we put together our sandwich and the corn cools down, we'll come back to the corn after we put together the sandwiches and they should be cooler by that time. Let me spoon this out. So you can
I had to transfer to my bed.
give what to me?
I'm too lazy.
Guys, I can see this being like a dipping sauce too, like a really good dipping sauce, like if you have carrots and whatever you want. All right, so it should look like this. Well, beans. Okay. So let's check on the corns really quick. I think about now you should be turning off your fire on the corn and we want to let them cool down, lay them out so they can cool down, and we're going to come back and put together our sandwiches. You guys can see, here are my corns. Ooh.
Okay, August. What utensil do we use to get the corn?
Did you say D2?
I said, what utensil do we use to get the corn?
You can use some tongs to get it out. So then, because remember the corn are really hot right now. All right, so your corn should look like these. So lay them out on a plate so they can cool down. All right, so let's start putting together our tortas. Look, I'm gonna clean up my station a little bit, so clear some space and guys, can we give a special shout out to Miss Yesenia for assisting today? Woohoo!
Thank you.
I hope I'm doing well. It's my first time. I'm kind of nervous. And like the first time I had to do it, I had to speak Spanish for the first time in years. So
Wow, that's awesome.
good to,
You did
revisit.
well.
Oh, thank you. You guys are doing great so far. I want to see it. I want to see it all so I can find some inspiration to cook salad tonight.
Mm.
Oh, also, I wanted to show you guys something real quick as a little show and tell. I started crocheting recently because apparently I'm a grandma now. I actually find it very calming. So I made me a little pea in a pod. You see it? It's like a little pea, and it goes into a little pod. This took me about 2 days to make, but I'm very proud of it. You guys should try it if you're going through like, a hard time and you're really stressed. Try crocheting, try making something. I made a blanket.
Blanket pod.
So it's really good if you're having like a hard time coping with, COVID or being inside all the time and you feel like you're bored. You can try picking up some new arts and crafts as well. So it'd be good for y'all, is all I'm saying. But thank you for having me here, and I can't wait to see what you guys are making.
Yes. All right. So, Mrs. Saying, I like how you did. I like you said, like a cooking show. Yeah, you can bounce between the two. Bounce between the two. Okay, so we're putting together our tortas now. So go ahead and slice your bread. If you want, you can toast. Actually, on the recipe, I put on there that you can toast your bread. And so it's totally up to you if you want to toast it or not. I'm gonna do one. So slice it down the middle. And
Miss, since you guys are cooking, can I listen to my music?
You said while we're, say it one more time. While we're cooking, if you can listen to your music. Is that what you said? Yes, you can, Destiny. Not a problem. All right, so let's start with our cilantro lime mayo. And we could spread that on there. I don't know about you guys, but I like a good dollop of it. So spread it. I saw recipes where they took out the bread, like they took out the, you know, just to make it like hollow. So it's totally up to you if you want to do that as well. Like Kayla and her family, like if they have the beans, you can put that, you can put your beans, or if you want to put the beans first and then put this, seeing that's a sauce. And then let's go ahead and layer some chicken. There, you can kind of load it up however you like. Let's put down some lettuce. Ooh, let's not forget our onions and our bell peppers. So the order doesn't matter how you load this up. However you want to load it up, if you want to put the tomatoes next or whatever, go for it. Everything on the sandwich. So these are my sauteed bell peppers and onions. I'm gonna put that on there. There. And we've got our tomatoes. Put those there. You're gonna have like a, you know how when you go to Subway and they load it up? You're gonna have a great sandwich. And then we have our avocados next. I think that's everything, right? Did we miss it? Did we get everything? Did we get all the pieces that we wanted to load in? Avocados. Kind of slippery. Slippery, guys. Okay. Once you put those on there, then now the art of the folding of it. That's good. If you have a butter knife, you can just press it down here and just close it like that. The butter knife is just to help you. Okay.
It looks good.
Yeah. So it has all your goodies and stuff in there. Okay, so we're gonna do it to both of them. So kind of press it down and just give it a fold there. Okay, so those are our tortas. So now let's get our corn ready. So your corn should be cool. It may still be a little warm. It should be cool now. So let's move this over. There. So did you guys get your sticks to put in? So these are the same sticks that you use for like caramel apples, right? So we want the stick to go through the back of the corn. So you have the pointy edge right there. So we want to take your corn and so kind of push it through. It should be soft going through the middle right there. So push it in a little bit and then hit it on your table. There you go. Go straight in. Okay, so enough for you to hold it. So let's do this to 4 corns. How many ever you decided to do. I don't know about you guys, but when I see the corn man, you guys see the corn man in your neighborhood? And maybe they have the like the ice cream, the helado, and they have the ice, like the ices. Oh, so good. The shave ice or the las frutas. One thing I could say that I've learned about Hispanic culture, so it's not just Mexican, but Hispanic culture, they eat a lot of fruits. Why do you think that is? You guys know why?
It's more tropical.
Yes, it's tropical. But then it's also what they have. Like they have a lot of fruits. So, you know, a lot of times here you guys are used to eating a lot of candy and that kind of stuff. But for them, like the candy, I mean, they have candy too, of course. But because fruit is so much in abundance, they eat a lot of fruits, and which is actually better for you than candy, because the candy has artificial sugars and the fruit has natural sugars that are good for your body. It's going to help to break down better in your body. So the next thing we're going to do, I have some cotija cheese. Okay, when I got introduced to this cheese, I said, this cheese is awesome and amazing.
Is it queso fresco?
No, this one is the cotija. Queso cotija. So queso
Like
it's a drier cheese than the queso fresco. Queso fresco is more, it's a little softer. When I say softer, I mean like a little more wet, like it has more moisture in it. But this cheese, so it's actually, we're gonna crumble it. So let's grab a fork and I'm gonna crumble it. You can use a fork, you can use your hands, whatever you prefer. And when I've seen the cornmen driving by my house, or, you know, it's like, tamales, tamales, come get your corn. I'm like, what is that cheese? Like, I know, and the thing is, you can also use, I saw some recipes where they say you can use Parmesan cheese too, but I know Parmesan cheese has a slightly different flavor than the cotija cheese. So if you don't have cotija cheese, then the Parmesan cheese can work just fine. But if you really want that flavor of the cotija cheese, then you can use this. So for the corn, have you guys, well, I think some of you told me that you guys have had this corn in your neighborhoods, right? Have you guys ever had this corn before? Where you see the little corn man?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
All the time.
Amazing.
He said, the corn man just passed. Why we just didn't buy corn for $1? I said, because now you know how to make it yourself and you don't have to buy it for $1.
Exactly. And you know what, D2? When I went to the store, 2 corn is for $1.
Yeah, see, we got 3 for $1.
See, come on. Versus 1 for $1.
Well, I'm gonna say I'll go say I'll go say that's plus all the condiments that you want on it. So,
Yeah, but we're putting all the same condiments because he puts cheese on there. He puts chile, and he puts lemon if you want lemon.
no, he doesn't put guacamole.
No, not guacamole. He puts the chile, he puts the cheese, he puts the mayo,
And then
right? And then if you want like sometimes I even see them put like butter on it. But the thing is, it's totally up to you. You don't have to put like extra butter because the mayo already has. Because remember, do you guys know what mayonnaise is made from? Olive oil and or whatever kind of oil and eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that?
Did you know
So if you're adding extra oil like the butter, I mean that's really just extra. But all those oils are already in your mayo. So
Okay.
so yeah, that's just totally up to you. So you want this to be really kind of like dusty almost, so that it's gonna cling to that mayo when you put it on it. Okay.
And I was gonna say, I'm tearing some parts up with my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be using the fork for other parts.
Yeah. Good.
I'll go say and also yeah, I never liked the smell of this cheese.
But you ate it though.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but I just never liked the smell.
Now, I can understand that because remember, different cheeses. If you love cheese, like my cousin, she loves cheese. Her and her husband, when they go to the store, they try a new cheese every time.
Well, I decided the best way to do it for me would be using my hands to just mash it up in the other palm.
Yeah.
And it becomes like kind of like a dust.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So we want it to be like a dust. But even if it has, you know, if it's close to the dust and it's almost a little chunky, that's still fine too. So we want to get as much dust-like as possible. Okay, so we're gonna take some regular mayo. You can use a brush, or if you want to use a fork, not a fork, I mean a spoon, and we're gonna cover it over our. Let me get the mayo. Grab your chile. And remember, we still have our limes from what we had squeezed out. You can squeeze some of this juice on it if you want. It's just totally up to you. Okay, let's grab the juice.
I find it easier to use the brush to spread it.
Oh,
Yeah, it spreads easier.
thank you for that tip.
Wait, what about the meat? Is it
Are you using a brush, Alicia?
Yeah, this one. I got it for like $1 at Ralph's.
That's a good
I'm gonna have.
Have y'all opened up?
idea. Yes, I should get one of those too. If you're brushing with you know, like if you're doing barbecue sauce or you know.
Yeah, it's multi-purpose. Or if you're trying to butter the pan or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Or-
good. All right, so go ahead and put some mayo. I don't have a brush, so I'm actually gonna use a spoon.
I'm like, I don't remember what you went to go get now.
You want it to be a thin layer of mayo.
Do the mayonnaise and stuff.
Hello? Huh?
Don't put the mayonnaise in the cheese. Yeah. Mama, don't put the mayonnaise in the cheese. Huh? Don't put the mayonnaise in the
Put the mayonnaise on your corn. See how she's brushing it on her corn? What's that? Good. See how she's brushing it? Here, Alicia said
So you want to kind of just rub it where it's going all the way around your corn. Get all the little front part, the little nub in the front. Get it all over.
No.
Ooh, you know what we did one time? At the center, we did this and we actually put hot Cheetos on it. We ground up the hot Cheetos. So instead of putting cheese, we put the hot Cheetos on it. And mind you, okay, I know some of you guys eat hot Cheetos, right?
Not me.
Not you, okay. Hot Cheetos is not good all the time, okay?
Why you just
Not that you have sometimes.
My mom said they're bad for you, and you can get worms in your stomach. They're gonna cut it out.
Well, yeah, if you eat too much hot Cheetos, then it can be too much acid and all that stuff for your body. So it is not healthy for you to have all the time. But if you want to have some hot Cheetos, you know, you can have some hot Cheetos. But if your mom says not for you not to eat hot Cheetos, you don't eat no hot Cheetos, okay? But we put it on it and it was so good, okay? But that's not something for you to have all the time. So put your corn into the bowl with your cheese and just like you're raining it down on the corn. And then just turn it again and just make sure it gets all.
You didn't want no fried chicken in there.
Make sure it covers it.
So you brush it
Okay.
like a
Give it a little shake.
girl.
And then if you want chile on it, then sprinkle some of your chile.
But do you want me to do chicken? Or you want me to do all this other stuff? Or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, done.
Because,
Nope.
Okay, so just like that, you guys. You see it?
so just put, if you want me to put that in the oven.
looks great.
Yes, it's gonna be so. These are my favorite.
Put that in the oven.
Okay, so let's do it again.
Let it cook and then you put the barbecue sauce on it and stuff.
Are you playing that game?
You think you do it like that? Okay.
Yeah. I would say that requires a lot of smarts to play.
Just put it in the oven and let it cook, bake it like
By
that.
body, you mean you got it for free?
Yeah, that's
You make the chicken,
that's supposed to be thick or thick, like- Yeah, I don't
My
know.
body just needs separate plates.
Or, yeah.
Napkin or something.
How's it going, you guys?
I keep using all my heart.
Kayla, how's it going? Miss Brenda, how's it going?
But you know.
Keisha, how's it going?
You know how it's supposed to be.
Well,
If you leave the other shit with that?
Yeah,
It's going good.
We trying to hear Miss Costello, you in here with that on. When's your birthday?
I can't wait to eat.
I know, right? Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, let me take my, text my address.
And I'm gonna eat it.
Well,
You're gonna have to go back to the store and get some more corn and make some more tortas.
Oh, okay, well, bring, yeah, okay, well, bring three.
So Miss Christelle, for the sandwich, how exactly did you load it again? I need to do the sandwich. I'm supposed to do the
So I
sauce.
put the spread first. I put our chili lime, our cilantro lime first, and then I put the chicken. And I put lettuce. So you can kind of, there's no specific order for that. Just I would say start with your.
Just bring it over, okay?
Oh, that was.
Okay.
So you want to start with your cilantro spread first. Ooh, you know what I thought about? I said, what if I put some of the cilantro spread on the corn? Ooh, what if I did that? You know, you could do that too, because it's still the same, it's still the mayo. I'm gonna try it. Feel free to try stuff, you guys. I'm gonna try and see what that tastes like.
You're breaking up. What did you say?
Saying you could put some of the cilantro mayo. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Alicia. Can you hear us? Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Can you guys hear me okay? Can the rest of you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. She's having some tech difficulties. I tried it with that one. Put it in the middle.
Oh, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh no, you had before I broke up. It said that you said that you want to try something.
Yeah, I'm trying the cilantro mayo. on the corn.
Oh,
That'll try. Some of
this
your.
corn on the cob looks great.
Yes, it does. Woo!
Miss, at 5:55, I have to leave.
Okay, no problem. I think
Oh
we're
my
just
gosh. It looks mucho auténtico.
see. Yes, it does. Okay, so we're on the last
Super
corn.
fast.
So you guys can start plating it up after you do your last corn. And we're gonna eat together.
Miss Christelle,
Yeah.
I already started eating my corn.
Start eating it. How is it?
It's amazing.
Amazing. Yes. I'm like, oh my goodness. I will be the corn woman. You know what, you know how you, I remember it because I lived in Long Beach for a little bit. And even like if I go down, like if I went downtown, like I would go down to the alley or down there, I would always see the corn people. And depending on what area you live in, there are people that are normally selling the corn. And I've done that too, where I've pulled over for the corn person. I saw the corn person riding by, and I'm like, excuse me. And I stopped, pulled off to the side. He's like, I need my corn. And I sat in my car and I ate it. I was like, yes. So now you know how to make it. You can make it whatever you like. Okay. Woo. All right, so
Yeah, you have to go chasing anybody down now.
ooh, Kayla, I see you there. Yeah, look, she's almost done with it. Okay, so let's clean it up, you guys. And for the rest of your mail that's like hanging out, put in the refrigerator, okay? Because remember, this is eggs and oil, so we want to make sure that we keep it nice and chill and cold. You don't want to leave it out.
Miss Christelle.
Yes. Hey, Alicia.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, I was just gonna ask a question. Do you, by any chance, do you know like how mail sealed up? It doesn't.
Your connection was really choppy. Say it again.
I said, by any chance, do you know why when the air gets to the mayo after opening it, it starts to spoil?
Yeah, because remember, eggs are perishable. If you think about it, when you use an egg, it's normally in the refrigerator, right? So with it being in the refrigerator, it helps to keep it cool. It keeps it cool, and once it starts heating up, then it starts to spoil so that's why when you put mayonnaise in potato salad or anything that you're using with mayo, you want to keep it cool and chill, just like milk, right? Or else now it starts spoiling, and then you don't want to have any issues there. Okay, put it on a plate, y'all. Put it on the plate.
No, Miss Krista, I meant like once you open it, like why how come the air after the seals?
You said, how come the air? You mean after you open it from the bottle?
Yeah.
Well, because it's the same thing. You still have to make sure you keep it chill. So that's why they say after you open it, now there's air that's able to get into it. If you open your mail, sometimes they have a seal. Well, not always. But once you break the seal, actually, yeah, when you open up your mail or just ketchup, it will say, that seal. If you bought your mail or your ketchup and that seal was broken, that means air is able to get in. And when the air is coming in, the air creates warmth and all that kind of stuff. So, that can cause the issue. So that's why you have to keep it cool, cold, just like with milk. All right, you guys, it's eating time. Take a picture, you guys, of your plate. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes.
That looks really good.
Mhm.
Wow.
Let me try to take a picture before I dive in. Are you guys ready to eat too? I know Kayla's already been eating already.
Almost.
Almost. Okay, I'll wait for you guys.
I just need to do one more corn and then I need to do my sandwich. Just put it together.
Okay. And what are you doing? Oh, you guys, we have the showcase soon coming up. So I want you to make sure you gather all your pictures because we're gonna need them for the showcase. And we're gonna talk about what you guys are gonna.
I was gonna say, Mr. Scott, look at our plate.
Nyla.
I started eating,
Nyla.
but I took one bite.
We gonna eat.
Let's spotlight. Can we spotlight D2 and see his? Oh, D2, come through.
Okay.
So that looks great. Look at your corn, man.
Miss, can I show the video while you guys are eating?
What'd you say, Destiny? Yeah.
Can I share the video while you guys are eating?
Well, what is the video about, Destiny?
It's about like some little kids dancing Cinco de Mayo.
You said some kid dances? Is it oh, it's Cinco de Mayo dancing. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, Cinco dances. There you go.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah, let's play that. Mm-hmm. Can you share your sound? You hear it now? That looks good. Let's see, have you ever done that? Alicia, are you ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm just putting my sandwich together.
Okay. Okay, is it okay for me to take a bite? I'm like, Awesome. Wow, that is awesome. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
My grandma said she's gonna teach me to do that in public. No, nope. I'm kind of shy in public.
You would practice.
Oh, I gotta leave, but I have tutor. Wait, do you know who I have tutor with again?
You have. Oh,
Okay.
that's me. There's call your mom in the because there's a slight change, okay?
Okay, finish the food. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Miss Wendy is like, all
Okay,
over.
guys, can you see it?
Okay, let's get you in
Okay, I'm
there.
gonna show you.
Okay, we're looking. Ooh, baby. Oh, and you drizzle. Look at you, Alicia. You drizzled it on top of it like that. Little fancy. Wow. Mm.
I cannot wait to eat. Yeah.
Wow, that looks great.
It looks like real chicken, huh?
It sure
Yeah.
does.
That's the only time I would actually eat a mushroom is if you'd cook it for me. That looks so good.
Thank you.
Gosh, I wish I could make anything look that nice. You're crazy good when it comes to this stuff. Wow.
Mm.
My dad taught me, and my grandma, and my granny.
Oh,
That's awesome.
they taught you well. 'Cause that's,
Thank-
wow. I'm in awe. I wish any plate that I made came out that nice.
Yeah, because I love this corn. This corn tastes so good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't wait to. I usually use Parmesan cheese. I didn't know about I didn't know cheese either.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm about to eat the food.
Half of my corn is gone. This is so good. Mhm. You guys don't have to run down to stop the corn man now. You can just make it from your house.
We bought 4 and we only have 1 left. I should have bought more.
So you can go back. Go back and get some more. Yay. Okay, so you guys, we are at the end of our class. So So next week we are going to El Salvador. And we're gonna be making pupusas. Have you guys ever had pupusas?
No.
Ooh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. So, oh, and guess what? Guess what? Oh, yeah. All right, pupusas, 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 pupusas. Woo-hoo. I know it's gonna be so good. And then, well, let me see. Let me ask. Do any of you guys know how to make pupusas? Taylor, you know how to make it? Oh, okay. I will be giving you a call. Because I like how
I want to learn.
Well, we're gonna learn. So Kayla, I'll be giving you a call. And so you'll be helping us next week as we make our pupusas. So you'll be showing us some tips and tricks and all that good stuff. So just like how I'm because I normally do the research to learn, but I also call like my friends when we travel to all these different countries. I call my friends from Guyana and Belize, and well, from Mexico, I didn't have to call anybody because I always have this corn. So I was, specific about certain ingredients. So Kayla, I'm gonna call you and your mom. We're gonna find out so we can be pupusas extraordinaires. Oh, and guess what, D2? We are going to be going to Japan. I know we're gonna be preparing for the showcase, and so after we do next week in El Salvador, the next 2 weeks after that, we're gonna be preparing for the showcase, but we're also gonna go to Japan. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. So make sure to break out those chopsticks that you guys have. Break them out from the drawer, and then we're gonna have fun. All right, you guys. So you guys be well. I'll see you guys next week. Wonderful job. D2, I see you eating away at your corn. Look, it's gone. Look at your face. Can we see D2's face? It's like corn everywhere. Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen that cartoon? It's the ding, 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 ding.
I made some corn and a little for my baby sister. Did you hear me?
Yeah. And you can cut
I
hers.
made some in the cup.
Oh, perfect. Did you cut hers in half or in a cup? Alicia, come through.
Yeah, I just pulled it off of the top.
That's exactly what they do. They just slice it right off the top and then they put all the same toppings.
Yeah, because my sister, she's only 2, so
yeah,
she needs to have it like that.
That looks so good, Alicia. That's so good. That's exactly how they do it. And they put it in a cup for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I remember some when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Sell it.
Right. So you guys, next week we'll see you for our pupusas, and enjoy your corn and your so good. And the sauce, the cilantro lime. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm ever going back to regular mayo ever again. Okay. But yeah. So awesome, you guys. So I will see you, and you guys have a great evening and have fun with your family and enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo to all of you guys.
Thank you for the awesome recipe.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See you guys. Bye.
Have a great one. Everybody stay safe.
Well, thank you, Miss Yesenia. You've been awesome. It's like you're a professional. You said this is your first time.
No. I had help from everybody today. Everybody's like, this is how you say this. This is this. And I was like, yeah, that's what I said. So it helps. Thank you all. Thank you, Miss Brenda, as well. You did great today. I saw you coming in and out.
Yeah, Miss Brenda, Miss SCD2, and Miss Tracy, Kayla, Miss Wendy, Alicia, everybody, Destiny too. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.